Craig Levein has sprung a couple of surprises. Mikhail Kovacevic only made his debut at Celtic midweek. His second game is a cup final. He's preferred to Sean Dillon, and Gary Kenneth is preferred to Darren Dodds. 15-goal Noel Hunt missed 2 cup finals through injury when at Dunfermline. He's finally made one. Lee Wilkie's had an injury-stricken career. He missed a cup final with Dundee. Could he now lift a trophy with Dundee United? Well, they're keen to play 2 up front, but that could change to 4-5-1 if needs be, with Hunt and Flood shifting out wide. That's the way they've played for much of the season. Wilkie and Kenneth are certainly dominant defenders, but they'll find Lee McCulloch a handful for sure. Young midfielders Buaban and Gomez have both performed admirably this season. Mark de Vries offers a considerable aerial threat. Rangers are short on numbers for this final, with Nacho Novo and Charlie Adams suspended, Stephen Naismith cup-tied, Daniel Kuzan injured. Despite the absence of 3 strikers, 18-goal Chris Boyd is only on the bench. Lee McCulloch has the lone striking role. At least Chris Burke has recovered from a bruised ankle. Christian Daly started his career with Dundee United and won the Scottish Cup with them 14 years ago. It's a familiar back line for Rangers. Weir and Quayler have been outstanding. Hemdani forms quite a barrier in front of them in a holding midfield role. Stephen Davis on loan from Fulham has added craft and graft. They'll look to Burke to provide some crosses for McCulloch, who'll be supported by Barry Ferguson, making his presence felt in and around the box. The last time these 2 teams met in this competition, it was in the semi-finals here 3 years ago. Rangers won 7-1 that day. There's a pretty good chance of a much closer contest on this day. Stephen Davis grew up supporting Rangers and had a trial with them as a 12-year-old. He's on loan from Fulham, and he's made quite an impact. Gary Kenneth launching that. The free kick for Dundee United. Given away by Ibrahim Hemdani. Here's Hemdani. Papac. Burke. Rangers threatening, but it's safely gathered by Lukas Zaluska, Polish keeper who missed the first half of the season through injury. His fellow Pole, Grzegorz Zamatolski, came in and did a grand job. But Zaluska is the main man now, and he wasn't particularly tested by that effort from Burke. This is Willo Flood. Decent delivery. Away by Quayler. It's a fairly open cup final so far. Lee Wilkie. It's going nowhere fast from Wilkie, who took over the captaincy from Barry Robson when he left for Celtic in January. That was inviting from Willo Flood, and de Vries was waiting to pounce. And just as well for Rangers that Carlos Quayler managed to hook that away. Levein has already found a bit to write about. In by Flood for de Vries, and McGregor gathers. Rangers slack. Broadfoot giving Flood a glimmer of hope. And Christian Daly got back to close in on de Vries. Quayler. Burke. Papac alongside him. Christian Daly for Stephen Davis. Broadfoot waiting to receive. Broadfoot in. That's a fantastic save from Zaluska. Barry Ferguson nearly opening the scoring for Rangers. McCulloch left it for him. That was close. Clever little dummy from McCulloch. And Barry Ferguson let rip. Straight at Zaluska, I guess. That's met by Broadfoot. Harry Kenneth trying to put himself about. Buaben in towards De Vries, and McGregor is struggling, and Papac had to sneak it away for a corner. Uncomfortable this for the Rangers keeper. He definitely wasn't impeded. The Rangers rather fortunate to escape. Lee Wilkie posing a problem. Kerr having to turn away from Daly. Gary Kenneth going long to De Vries. And now Hunt. Hunt beaten away by McGregor. Here's Buaben. De Vries. Hunt surely. Can he force it in? Yes, he can. Dundee United score first in the CIS Cup final. Jumping for joy, Noel Hunt. Tangerine dreams come true. It's a goal that means so much to Noel Hunt. It's come in a cup final against Rangers, and when he was at Dunfermline he missed 2 cup finals through injury. He's just made up for it. Hunt just managed to force this in. It was close. He's lethal from that range. Stephen Davis tried to dig it out, but Hunt was having none of that. Not the best somersault you'll ever see, not the best goal you'll ever see, but Craig Levein and Dundee United are in front, and Eddie Thompson in front of him, suffering from cancer. Delighted too, the owner and chairman of the club. Well, how will Rangers respond to that? Wilkie sends that back to Zaluska. Then presents it to Kenneth. Calvinus. Gomez. Calvinez. De Vries challenging Papac. It nearly dribbled in. Nearly 2-0 on the stroke of half-time. Carlos Cuellar got back on the line to rescue what would have been an own goal. Dubious corner as far as Rangers are concerned. The minute of stoppage time is up then. This will be the last action of the first half. It's Willow Flood to send it in. Kenneth is there. And that is half-time. And the half has certainly belonged to Dundee United. They lead Rangers by a goal to 0. A goal scrambled in by Noel Hunt to give Craig Levein's side a deserved lead, really. Hunt, who missed 2 cup finals with Dunfermline through injury, has made up for it today with Dundee United, and that lot are starting to dream that they could be lifting the CIS Cup. Half-time, it's Dundee United 1, Rangers 0. Not pretty, but very effective. They've gone 2 seasons without winning a trophy. If they are to end that rather miserable run by their standards, they're going to have to work for it, that's for sure, because Dundee United have a deserved lead in this cup final, given to them by Noel Hunt. And here is Hunt. Turned out by David Weir. Rangers still chasing 4 trophies, and they won't want this one to pass them by. Here's Papac. Davis, Daly. Burke. Broadfoot making great strides if Burke can pick him out. He's been kept occupied by Carbones. Gomes quickly in. Ferguson ready to receive. And Ferguson across. And Wilkie and Kenneth just about managed to dig it out. Returned by Broadfoot, collected by Zaluska. Anxious for Dundee United. Gary Kenneth's touch didn't help Lee Wilkie much, but they got it away. Close call this. And Dundee United rather relieved that nothing came of that. Wilkie clearing before D'Archeville could pounce. But it won't surprise Dundee United. They've had a good 2008 and a decent season all round. They've already beaten Rangers once in the league. Gomes now with a cross, and Papac just turned that away from De Vries. It's a corner kick. De Vries just beaten to it by Papac. And a rousing reception for the goal scorer as he prepares to take this throw. Here it comes from Hunt in towards Wilkie. Will it drop favourably for De Vries? Very nearly. Very nearly. Brabant now. And D'Archeville could be on his way. He's not got much support yet. He might not need any. It's D'Archeville! And Zaluska just managed to get something on it, I think, to turn it into the side netting. A classic counter-attack from Rangers. Just took a big bubble there on the Hampden surface, which didn't distract D'Archeville too much. It's time for Chris Boyd. Rangers need rescuing, and this man is capable. Very, very capable. Sasa Papac is going to come off, so that's going to mean a bit of a rejig for Rangers. Chris Boyd once scored 5 goals in 1 game against Dundee United. Also in his time he got a hat-trick against them at Tannadice. An astonishing 64 goals in 95 games for Rangers. A fantastic record. He's been stuck on the bench lately, much to his annoyance, because Walter Smith won't play him when Rangers go with a lone striker. But he's on now to try and save the day. Boyd's cross. Boyd in there waiting for the cross. Burke sent it back. Ferguson, D'Archeville, and Willow Flood took it away from McCulloch. Broadfoot ready for a long throw. Rangers desperate for an equalizer. Lee Wilkie. Made sure that McCulloch wasn't getting too near that. And Gary Kenneth just got enough on that. D'Archeville was lurking. Burke for Ferguson. Rangers' need is becoming more and more urgent. 25 minutes left of the CIS final. Broadfoot. Davis. Daly. Ferguson! Blocked by Wilkie. It's an engrossing final, this. Rangers come again at Dundee United. Chris Burke. Stephen Davis. Burke, he's got time to deliver. It needs to be good. And Ferguson! Darshville! And Zaluska got a little nudge from Boyd, but he's gathered it safely, and Dundee United preserve their lead. It's becoming more and more frantic, but that's only natural in a cup final. Gary Kenneth dealing with that. Carbones. Broadfoot. Up towards Boyd. Can Darshville get in? He can! Fantastic reaction from Zaluska to keep Dundee United in front. It looked like Darshville was going to poach an equaliser. The outstretched hand of Zaluska foiled Rangers. On by Ferguson. Davis. Kenneth. There might be a few lobbed into the stands before this game is out. Rangers thought their moment had come here. Chris Boyd flicked it on. Darshville didn't look favourite, got there, and that is a really smart save from Zaluska. He might be kept busy over the next 6 or 7 minutes. McCulloch's cross. And Gary Kenneth knocks it away, but only as far as Daly. Ferguson was too near to Daly, really. But they've picked out Burke. Davis, and he's floated it in, and Lee Wilkie's met it, and Dundee United still have their 1-goal lead, and here's Craig Conway bursting away. It's been an excellent effort from Dundee United today. Conway just on. De Vries was waiting for a cross, but it never reached him, and the pressure will be back on Dundee United now as Rangers probe for an equaliser that has eluded them so far. Carbones giving Wilkie much to do. McCulloch charging in. McCulloch, and Wilkie blocked it. And Mark Kerr. Oh, Kerr with a mistake, and Chris Boyd pounces on that mistake. On as a sub to save the day. He comes with a guarantee of goals. He's Chris Boyd, and he's rescued Rangers. But Mark Kerr, I think it was, will hang his head with a howler. A short back pass after Dundee United had done so well today. But there's one man you don't want to present with an opportunity like this. Mark Kerr will be kicking himself. What was he thinking of here? Not when someone like Chris Boyd is around. You just don't do that. Kerr with a terrible error. A shocker. And Chris Boyd has made it 1-1. And Kerr will be absolutely distraught, because he may well have cost Dundee United the CIS Cup. Better late than never for Walter Smith and Rangers. Darshville now. Well, if Dundee United end up losing this, Mark Kerr, who's been fabulous for them this season, will take some consoling. But you have to say, what on earth was he doing? Broadfoot. Rangers fancy winning it now inside the 90. Broadfoot's cross. Zaluska collecting that. A chance to win the cup in the final minute of stoppage time. It's left to Willow Flood, on loan from Cardiff. Hampden Park holds its breath. It's Willow Flood, it's against the wall. All rather disappointing for Dundee United. Never ever looked like it was going to go over the wall from Willow Flood, and that's that. That's extra time in the 2008 CIS Insurance Cup final. Chris Boyd left on the bench again, but coming on to score again. That's what he does, that's his job, and he does it rather well. Here we go then. Extra time at Hampden Park. And if that doesn't decide who wins the CIS Cup, we will have a penalty shootout to add to the intense suspense. Spotted juggling from Morgado Gomez, who had a trial at Chelsea not so long ago. And Zaluska having to scramble as Lee McCulloch had a dig just wide. There was another Dundee United contact there from Willow Flood, which actually set up McCulloch quite nicely. But he dragged it well wide in the end. David Weir, 37 years of age now, but almost ageless at times. He'll cope with extra time all right. Broadfoot in towards Darshfield, away by Calvinez. Darshfield challenging again. Burke, Ferguson, Willow Flood, so tenacious. Left Ferguson dumped on his backside, and not many do that. Now Conway. Guaben. De Vries, he's done it! Dundee United are back in front! A fabulous finish from Mark De Vries! It looked like Rangers might get the upper hand in extra time, but De Vries and Dundee United had other ideas. And Rangers are going to have to come from behind again. De Vries stepped past Broadfoot and unleashed a beauty into the bottom corner. It flew past McGregor, who might have got some fingertips to this. He did, but it wasn't enough. And it's Dundee United 2, Rangers 1. 5 minutes into extra time at Hampden. And this really has been a gripping cup final. And there's the reason why. Mark De Vries, but credit to Willow Flood, who won the ball off Barry Ferguson, which started the move. Craig Conway played his part. So too did Prince Buaben. And then taking the lead role, Mark De Vries. A glorious goal, which could yet bring glory to Dundee United. Broadfoot will take this throw. Oh, it's going to drop here for Boyd. Overhead and over the goal. It was always going to be difficult. There was a clutch of defenders around him. Not much room to manoeuvre. Gary Kenneth got very close. Very close. And Calvinez came in as well. Kenneth. The Scottish League Cup gave Dundee United their first ever honour. back in the 1979-80 season. It was the first trophy won by legendary manager Jim McLean, whose assistant manager was Walter Smith. Stephen Whittaker is going to be coming on for Rangers shortly. Kirk Broadfoot's throw. Will it fall favourably here? Burke trying to get in. McCulloch saved by Zaluska, back by Davis. And Boyd, it's in! He's only gone and done it again! Chris Boyd is a master at rescuing Rangers. Dundee United, heartbroken. Boyd has scrambled another goal. And they have bounced back again. It was always awkward. Zaluska couldn't hold it. He stopped McCulloch there, but Davis delivered, and Boyd managed to jump to the head of the queue. Natural-born goal scorer, Chris Boyd. Ali McCoist was jumping as well, and Rangers are jubilant. Rangers are level at Hampden Park. And Dundee United, who've twice been ahead, must be wondering what they have to do to win the CIS Cup. What they have to do is to go ahead a third time, perhaps, or consider themselves lucky if it comes to a penalty shootout. Willow Flood on loan from Cardiff. He's missed out on the chance to play at Wembley with them, but he's got to play at Hampden with Dundee United. Another tenacious, terrific display from him today, and he is first up in this shootout. Willow Flood gets Dundee United off to a perfect start in the shootout. It's never nice going first, but it is when you do that. Into the roof of the net. No chance for McGregor. Can Rangers score their first penalty? Massive moments every step of the way in this shootout. It's Darceville against Zaluska, and he's missed it! Back off the bar! Darceville fails. Advantage Dundee United. It's Craig Conway next up. Oh, and Conway has missed. It battered the post. Darceville against the bar, Conway against the post, and Rangers could yet level it up. Back off virtually the inside of the post from Craig Conway. And Stephen Whittaker could level it in the shootout. He won this cup last year with Hibs. He wants to win it again with Rangers and make history in doing so. Whittaker with an emphatic penalty into the corner. In off the post. No stopping that. Go through the motions and emotions in penalty shootouts. De Vries, McGregor, battle of wits, and De Vries did stay very cool. Very, very cool. He's done his bit again. Dundee United 2-1 up, and the pressure is about to fall on Stephen Davis now. On loan from Fulham, but a Rangers fan. He had a trial as a 12-year-old with them. Probably thought his chance to play for Rangers had passed him by, but not so. Stephen Davis, Rangers fan, and he makes a few more Rangers fans rather happy because he tucked that away with no problem whatsoever. It's 2-2 with 2 penalties left before we go to sudden death. Here he comes, Robertson. Oh, McGregor has made a fantastic save. And the penalty pendulum swings in favour of the Glasgow Giants. Rangers joyous. Lee McCulloch about to step up. And he could put Rangers 3-2 up in the shootout, and Dundee United would then have to score their last kick. Here comes McCulloch, and it's saved as well! Zaluska! What an extraordinary penalty shootout this is! And even though there's one of the 5 left, well, it's sudden death already. Lee Wilkie wants to get his hands on the cup. Oh, McGregor has saved it. It wasn't convincing from Wilkie. And Rangers are seconds away from winning it. And Lee Wilkie may not get to grips with the cup. It wasn't a great penalty. And wouldn't you just know it, Chris Boyd is going to be last up for Rangers. The man whose 2 goals took this game to a penalty shootout could now win the trophy for Rangers. Chris Boyd, yes or no? Yes! Of course it's yes! It's always yes where Chris Boyd is concerned. The day belongs to Boyd. The cup belongs to Rangers.